Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Ayyaz Vlogs Official. Guys, you were asking about letter of intent for medical students. So today we will discuss about letter of intent for medical students. Today we have a guest with us. Like his name is Brian. He is from Kenya. He is a medical student in a Turkey Burslari scholarship. Today he will discuss about basic tips and tricks regarding letter of intent for medical students. So we should start the video so that he will share our tips and tricks regarding letter of intent for medical students. And so guys, this is Brian. He will introduce himself.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian. I'm coming from Kenya in East Africa. I am currently a Türkey Burslari scholarship student. I came here last year and I am currently
So, Brian, what should be in your mind when writing the letter of intent?
being a medical student. Your letter of intent should be big because the society always says that medical students are high. So your way of thinking should be different. You should be someone who is thinking of something which is not in a general essay, something which is not in a general letter, something that affects you personally, something that is medically related, in which once the Türkey society team sees it, they will feel like, wow, this is literally a medical student.
What are the basic things a medical student should add in their letter of intent?
Okay, the first thing that, according to me, I feel the thing that you should put is you should have events that happened in your life which are clearly medically related. For example, if I can give an example, let's say you had a relative who became sick, and being that you are young, you do not know anything on how to deal with it. You can include that experience that if I were a medical student, I would have done this, and that. Some of other things that are maybe can be personal to you should try and make your letter of intent as personal as possible. Some of the events, like let's say you were in let's say a swimming pool event or in a sport event and someone got seriously sick and the lifeguard was there, the medical team was there, and you felt like you were supposed to be included in that team. You can include that also in your letter. Other thing is you are in all your activities that you did, some in high school, some even in primary school, outside of the normal home environment. Include your high school. What are some of the unique things that you did as a medical student? You should have that in your mind as a medical student. Maybe let's say, give an example of swimming and give that instance. You can say, for example, you went to seminars. Okay, those seminars which you exposed to once maybe opened your mind. Some of the people that came there, professors, like what are some of the pronounced professors that you saw there? Those are some of the things that you should think of, mostly including.
That's great, Brian. So, our next question is why you choose Turkey for your medicine?
First of all, Turkey is well known for medical experiences. For example, plastic surgery people come to this country. There are so many other surgeries that people come to this country because Turkey has a lot of experience based on its doctors. It is well known for that. Turkey has high-end and one of the best technology in the world. If you look at universities like Hacettepe University, it is well known. Everyone knows it. That is one of those universities which offer live events during their surgeries. Universities like, for example, Hacettepe University, they stream their surgeries, which when you see from where you are at home, you can feel like I want to be a part of this university. Just from your bed, just from your seat, you can feel like wow, I want to go and join this university. At the same time, we have famous scientists who studied here, who are Turks. For example, we have Aziz Sankar, one of the best known DNA repair scientists. He's a Turk. Some kind of people make you feel like you want to be part of their community. So I decided personally to apply to the Türkiye scholarship. And being that medical course is so long, and being that Türkiye scholarship offers everything, your ticket, your accommodation, your tuition, your monthly stipend, I find that this scholarship is sufficient and it will pay to for any medical student to do his course or her course for the 7 or 8 years, depending on the program.
So, Brian, according to you, is there any other thing we should include in our letter of intent regarding medical?
Well, when writing the letter at the very final section of the letter, ensure that you have a clear and well laid line of how the education which you're taking into here will go back and help the country. You must clearly state that. Let's say, for instance, your country has few doctors, you can go and include that in your letter. You should also clearly outline that when you go back to your country, you will, for example, join and be a part of the medical community. State it clearly. State it clearly because some people may have that notion that after being a doctor, they don't want to go and help their country. which is a very bad guess. So at the end of your letter, ensure that you include you are going to either join the community, or if you have extra information, you're going to use those new information, maybe come up with let's say findings or discoveries from your country who will boost the economy there. At the same time, the findings that you get from Türkiye can also say that you will go and come up with a discovery that may end up winning you a Nobel Peace Prize. Who knows? So such kind of prizes, such kind of achievements, such kind of developments should be clearly stated at the end of the letter.
So, Brian, after completing letter of intent, do you think it should be reviewed?
Yes, definitely. Being that your essay is going to be want it to be one of the top notch, you should have at least two people going through it. And I will clearly advise that one, if you are able to find, get one person who is already a student in Turkey who got the scholarship. Tell him to go through it, him or her to go through it. When you're doing your essay, he or she will give you her point of view or his point of view. What is it that he or she included and that you should also include? A second thing is you should give at least one of the teachers that you can get, or maybe a friend of yours that you feel really knows you well, because those people who know you well will make your essay personalized. Having a personal essay is one of the best things that is required. Do not be someone who's writing an essay that is researching, like people just give facts, 100% activity, 100 population, 100. You're not giving a document, you're not writing an article, you're writing a letter, and this letter should be something saying, talking about you. So give a friend of yours who knows you very well, because that person personally knows you. So he or she will look at your letter and give the personal aspect of it. Then give someone who is already into here or who already has that scholarship to give you his or her point of view. Yeah. If you can be able to find someone who is already a medical student, I would advise you to give that person as well to go through it. Yeah, he or she will really help you with that.
Brian, most of the countries have medium of instruction is English. So, is it advisable to study? We can say that degree medicine, like medicine, is in Turkish.
Well, I come from Kenya, and Kenya, the language of instruction is English. So if you have your TOEFL exam or IELTS exam, I would advise you to come and do it in English. You can submit your scores. If your scores are great, no problem. You can submit it and you come and do your course in English. But if you do not have TOEFL or IELTS, I would advise you to kindly come and do it. Do not fear the language of instruction, because the first year you will get a chance to get involved in the TOMER. TOMER is the Turkish language sentence. It is a free course catered by the scholarship. So it is a must. Everyone will do that course. And in that course, then that you will learn how to speak Turkish. And being that you're a medical student and your mind is clearly scientific, you will go an extra mile. You will learn the language, you will learn how to say medical terms, you will learn how to strike yourself during this first year alone. So imagine what you can do in 6 years. So I would advise you to come and do it in Turkish if you can. Come and do it in Turkish. Medicine is universal. I don't know if I can assure you. Medicine is universal. Mm. You will learn how to say to ensure, to do this, to do. You will learn it in Tonga, but terms will remain. Terms of every illness, terms of body parts, those things are anatomical and they are English and they will remain as they are. In some schools, medicine, even if you come to do your course in English, you will find that you will be involving Turkish in your subject. You will be involving Turkish in your language instruction, you will be involving it. You will even end up finding exams in Turkish. So I would advise you to engage with Turkish as early as you can. Then, if you can accept, if it is possible for you, please come and do medicine in Turkish. I assure it will be fun. It will be fun. It will be fun. Even though the world says that being a medical student, don't have time, don't have things. Doing medicine is frustrating. Some people say that you don't have time even to interact with your friends. It depends on how you organize your time, even if you do your language. Even if your language instruction becomes English or Turkish, you will still have the same level of experience. So that way, you come and read it in Turkish.
Thank you so much, Brian, for explaining letter of intent. Now, please guide us how you can choose a university preference for our medical students.
For your preference selection, there is a website, the World Directory of Medical Schools. That website clearly states all the universities that are accredited globally. So I would advise you to check there, click on search Turkey, right Turkey, and you will see all the schools. When you click the schools, you'll be able to see how many times they undertake clinicals, because clinicals is very important as a medical student. Medical studies is not all about theory. So the ratio of theory to clinicals should be like 1 to 3. Ensure that the clinicals are mostly large in that university. Another thing, it shows the number of years that can take that. That website also shows the number of years which that university takes for you to be on program. So ensure it confirms. You may, and although the universities, all of them take 6 years, you may find maybe some universities that have 4 years or 5 years. So picking 6, mostly 6 and 7 years. Take that university into account. Another thing, you'll also find the details if that university accepts foreign students. Look at the ratio of foreign students in that university. At least you don't feel so new. It's so valid becoming a new person. So yeah, check on that website, the World Directory of Medical Schools, and get all the information. Each university, medical related, each university is clearly stated in that website. On that link, you will be able to find the information of all the medical universities in Turkey.
So guys, I will post this link in my description link. So you can find this link in my description, and if you have any question regarding this website, and if you have any queries related to letter of intent, you can ask me in comment section. I will try my best to answer this question, and I will ask if you have any question I did not understand, I will ask Brian to demonstrate this question.